Oh my gosh, we are in the Divas Lounge. I'm going straight to business. This was hilarious. It just took Maria and I about 45 minutes to get on the Google Hangout, so we're going straight to it. I don't know what the hell just happened, but we're here. We're in the Divas Lounge today. And Maria has no idea what we're supposed to do, so we're just going to go straight to it. Maria,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
This is how they felt when they found water on Mars last week.
I just screamed, there you are! So wait, I have to explain. The Divas Lounge is really laid back. We want to hear about who you were before you developed the Chest Buddy. So anyone tuning in, the Chest Buddy is incredible. And first, Maria is going to tell us about who she was before the Chest Buddy, and then why she developed the Chest Buddy, and what the hell the Chest Buddy is. So, Maria, what were you before you and who were you before you created the Chest Buddy?
I was a girl in a small town. No, you know what? I was diagnosed with breast cancer 6 years ago. My mother had just died from cancer. My husband had just lost his job. It was a really bad time. Had a double mastectomy because of family history. And my brother-in-law was my surgeon in Georgia, and I couldn't believe that they sent me home from the hospital with a little pillow for underneath my seatbelt. And
they didn't send me home with anything. So at least you got a pillow.
And guess what? That's really protocol. So since then, I just had my 9th procedure last month. So I'm still having revision. I'm actually having my implants taken out once and for all in December. So that'll be my 10th procedure. Every time they don't give you anything for your seatbelt. In Pennsylvania, if you don't have a seatbelt on, they don't care if you've had surgery, that you're going to get a citation. So we looked everywhere for the seatbelt cocoon, as we call it. Wasn't to be had anywhere. So I just developed it. We patented it. We trademarked it. And that's the Chest Buddy. And it sounds... Go ahead.
I will tell you that I've had many revision surgeries myself. I'm actually up for my next one November 3rd, and I will not wear a seatbelt because I have to go straight across here, and it is incredibly painful. And my kids are always like, "Mom, put the seatbelt on. You're gonna get a ticket. You're gonna get a ticket." I'm like, if I get a ticket, I'm gonna pull down my shirt and say to the go ahead, give me a ticket, because there's no way. It hurts so bad. And you know, I'll actually tell you, I was in a car accident right after my mastectomy, and my plastic surgeon went off on me because I should have went straight to the hospital.
Oh my God!
The way the seatbelt hit me in my chest, he's like, "You could have ruptured your implants."
Oh my God!
It was within weeks of my swap. So,
oh my God!
Women need to understand that there really is a sensitive nature to this.
There is
too, and wearing it is important. It really is.
It is, and this we made it. It went through a lot of trial and error. I'm very small. My clavicle area is very small, but there's bigger women, so we went through a lot of testing, and we found the best size to cover everybody's port and everybody's breasts. And we sell these to heart patients as well. So it's really taken off in the last 3 years. It really has. I'd love for the hospitals to carry them, but it's mostly through websites and my own site. And to be honest with you, I don't think the doctors will carry these unless the insurance company reimburses them, to be honest.
Well, that's true. And actually, you just said heart patients. I actually sold one to a woman, one of my clients. She was buying it for her mother who had breast cancer, but her father-in-law was just having heart surgery, and we sold the gray one to him for the heart surgery.
I love that.
I mean, they really do comfort you. And there's nothing worse than that feeling, you know, when you're driving home. And actually, I kind of just chuckled a minute ago when you said Pennsylvania. Your construction in your state sucks. So, like, my thought of driving through Pennsylvania like this would be like
that. Right, yeah. I know. It's like pothole nation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something, though. As you know, you lose control over a lot of things when you have breast cancer. You lose control over, like, the most minute things. And driving is something that mothers can't lose control over because let me tell you, my husband is great, but he golfs a lot, and people need to be driven places. So it's me. Unless we're driving to the golf course, you can count him out. So to give that little bit of control back to a breast cancer patient or mastectomy patient is really paramount.
Wow, that's a great way to look at it. I never
Yeah.
thought of it like that, but you're absolutely right.
You do. Think of all the things you can't do right
yeah.
after.
No,
Right? You can't even go grocery shopping. You can't reach for things on the shelf, you know?
Mhm.
But you have to go grocery shopping and you have to drive to get there. So it's just a small thing. And I can't tell you how many people I hear from that want them FedEx to the hospital to have them when they leave the hospital. A pillow doesn't do anything for you. It does it's cumbersome, it's dangerous, it's hard to manipulate, and it's depressing. So to have this little item in your car, and it does right side, it does left side. You can put it in your purse and take it to another vehicle. You know, I leave mine in the trunk of my car. I still wear mine 6 years later because I'm so.
The pillow for me, I actually used when I had the DIP because I needed it on my stomach. That's different. The pillow you can't really put there because it's going to slide.
Right.
And then you're angling the pillow as you're driving. I mean, and that's not going to do you any good. But
Right. And we use like a really heavy fleece. So the nature of the fabric actually clings to you. So it doesn't slip and slide. We tried everything. We tried every stuffing. We tried the little teeny beads that are in a lot of the pillows for the kids, like the neck pillows. We tried that. That didn't work. So, and you know what? They're American made. I employ seamstresses locally. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the economy in our area is so horrific. We wanted to give employment to women that have lost their jobs. And in this area, if you know, and I think you know about it, it's a heavy duty blue collar area. There's a lot of sewing factories that have closed down.
Oh my God, Maria, I love that.
There's a plethora of unemployed seamstresses who do it old school. You know what I mean? And that's who we employ, and it costs a little bit more, and that's fine. I'm not going to send these overseas ever. So it's important to employ your local business people and artisans and everything else.
Oh my gosh, that actually just gave me chills. I just love that. And one thing that I am a huge proponent about just in my own community is helping my community and keeping it local. And that is just incredible. What a great way to.
Yep. She works her.
They then feel like they're doing something. You know what I mean? It's not just a job to them. They feel like they're putting a little bit of love into it. I'm sure they're made even better because
I know. And we do a lot of, if one isn't quite perfect, I don't feel like I can sell it because it's a little crooked. We give our the ones that aren't quite 100%, we donate them to a place called Candy's Place, which is a cancer wellness center near here. And I'm sure you have them all over Florida. It's a nonprofit. That gives.
I'm in upstate New York, remember?
Oh, I keep thinking you're in Florida.
Because my number's in Florida.
Girl, I am so confused. You know how easy I am to confuse? God.
I know. I always crack up whenever you get a bunch of cancer patients together. They're always like, who's on first? What's on second? Like what? My phone number's in Florida because Cure Diva is based in Florida, but I'm in upstate New York.
I'm going through menopause on top of everything. So
oh my God, don't even get me started. Who's got a hot flash?
I have a Menno fan right here next to me. But what was that? Oh, so anyway, we donate them to a cancer wellness center where women don't have the means financially to take care of themselves.
That is amazing.
They put them in gifts. We make gift bags for them, and yeah, it's a very small thing to do for somebody, and it makes them feel awesome.
So how are you? So you're up for your implants are coming out.
I can't do it anymore, man.
Are you going to have anything done? Or are you going flat and fabulous?
I am going flat and fabulous. You know what? It's a long story, and I won't bore everybody with the details. But
no, you're not boring. This is what we're about. This is what the lounge is about. So that's not boring.
Buckle up because it's a long ride. Now I have donor tissue issues, so the donor tissue has trouble with me. So it either doesn't combine with my tissue and become one, or it becomes infected. So each implant has been taken out numerous times. I've had replacements put in. This last one, I had pain from a stitch. It was the scar tissue was too tight and it was causing me a lot of pain. I do a lot of Pilates and running, and I couldn't do either. So he took it out and he refined the line, and he took off a lot of the scar tissue and put a brand new implant in, and the implant fell like 3 inches. So it's down around my kneecap.
Oh, lovely. That's a great look. I'm sure you're fine.
It's so hideous. I would show you now, but it's probably illegal. So we're getting them out. We're getting those bad boys out, and I'll send you one you can put on your Christmas tree this year.
You know, it's just, what's hilarious to me is the people that really thought that this was a boob job, like the outer part people. Oh, you're getting new boobs.
Yeah.
This is my implant shifted into my armpits. It was not a good look. I mean, I didn't want boobs on the side. It was not. I know. It's under my arm. Now, if I, you know, what I know now, if I had known it then, I would have went flat.
Me too.
For at least
Absolutely.
a year. I mean, you know, our bodies needed to heal. That's just the reality. My daughter's 25, so she was about 2 years old, and I decided to have a breast reduction. And I'm 4'11", and my breasts were double digits. See? That's why we get along so great.
Right on. High five. High five. Where are you? So I got this master reduction, like, what was that now, 22 years ago? And then I had like 3 little reductions after my children were born. And then, like, I got the mother of all reductions, you know. But because of all those reductions, when I had my mastectomy, I was so damaged. My tissue was so damaged because of all the work I had done. So when I get the implants out, I'll actually have divots, you know, because it'll be inverted. Right. So that'll be pretty. Thank God I'm not dating, you know. I don't really give a shit. I really don't.
I'm telling you, this was fantastic, and I'm so glad to know more about the chest buddy. I did not know that it was made locally, which I think is very important for our clients on Cure Diva to know about that. I think it's important for women to know why you want to wear that as a seatbelt cover, just a protection, as a security blanket, if nothing else. Just knowing that, you know, you're guarded right there. And I just love you. I just think that people need to hear this and, you know, see how fantastic you are. And the other thing is, Maria, I don't think people understand when they see it on our site is that, you know, you had breast cancer yourself, and this was something you created because you wanted other women to be more comfortable as they leave the hospital and there afterwards. So I'm glad that women will now know that.
I think breast cancer survivors obviously have a special understanding. I hate to say things like this, but if a man had come up with this, it wouldn't look like this. It wouldn't have all the attributes that we needed it to have to be functional. I think you have to go through it. Otherwise, you don't have a clue otherwise, really. And that's not taking away from anybody else, but there's just something different about a mastectomy patient helping other mastectomy patients or portacath or lumpectomy patients.
Exactly. Well, I loved hanging out with you in the lounge today. Thank you for putting up with all my craziness to get here. Oh my God. It was like, and when I saw you there, I thought I was going to lose my marbles. My neighbors were probably like, what the heck is Karen over there? But it was fantastic. I look forward to working with you some more.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon, honey. Now, how do I get out of this?
Just stay right there. Stay right there.